I'm
So
not
Jeffrey.
fucking happy.
Oh my God.
Tell us your story. Tell us your story.
No, there's no story to tell. I'm not home. I'm doing this on Bitch on the Move, and that's Katrina's job, not mine. I'm not dressed. I got pool hair. I got AirPods that I didn't.
You still look good though. You look tan. Your background's nice. You look good.
It's all a lie. It's all a
It's a
lie.
lie. It's a lie. Look at that. You look
It's a
like
lie.
you're on vacation.
Why? No, I'm in the country.
You look, it looks, yeah. That looks fun though.
Well, look, I mean, I guess since I'm not tethered. No, so we went out to my friend Kelly's house because it's Jamesy's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Took the kids. We've been. Oh, as I'm showing the pool.
Sorry.
Which is heated. So look at these things. I look like a fucking. What is this hot mess? Yeah, so that's it. I'm Bitch on the Move tonight. And I'm not really a fan.
You're a diva. Diva.
Yeah, I really am.
Tell Kelly
Oh,
hi
look,
from me. And my shoulder's
Luke says
still good.
hello. There's Kelly.
Hey, Kelly. And my shoulder's good now, Kelly.
Shoulder's good now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's magic.
It's the magic she works.
She
Can
did
we
some
talk-
magic on my shoulder, and it was like amazing. It's now not hurting ever again.
Well, now Jeffrey feels my pain about trying to use a Dell computer that sucks, that was brand new. And Dell, every week, we fixed it.
You should have returned.
We
Look, the biggest
tried.
fans in the chat room.
We tried.
Varun Baguette? I don't even know how to say that. It says, hi, Luke, I'm your biggest fan. So I'm guessing it's somebody that wants to swallow a load.
Oh.
Hi.
I don't know who that is, but hey.
Happy birthday. Everyone's telling James happy birthday.
Oh, happy
Thank you.
birthday, James.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Vera.
Wait, slime.
Thank you, Ace.
Where is the kid yelling from?
Sorry, that's me. I'm sorry. I told her to be quiet. She's having a surprise.
Punish her.
We're making her do summer school work.
Okay, I don't even have my shirt.
Her reading and her math. So she got to go to Target and get a prize, and she's playing with her stuff. Oh, right over here.
Oh.
So,
Well, good girl. Good girl.
She wants to tell you she got slime.
And we
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, shh. Remember, I'm talking.
Listen, little girl, if you don't be quiet, Maki Lock's gonna come and get your ass.
Oh my God.
He's gonna come eat you while you're sleeping.
Why?
Oh my gosh. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. He's evil.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm feeling it tonight. I ain't lying.
Look, it's evil Jeffrey. You listen, people at work do not want evil Marie coming out. I tell my general manager, do you want evil Marie to come play today? And he's like, no, please do not let her. But this is evil Jeffrey right now. Look at this. Look at the face.
It's comparable. It's comparable. I'm telling you, I don't know who's worse, me or you. But I just assume stab a bitch right now.
Yeah.
I
So you're all displaced, Jeffrey. You've been displaced. You're not yourself. You're running
Which
around
is
the
about to
woods.
happen. We only have one more show, and then I'm leaving New York. We're leaving New York for the rest of the month.
Oh my gosh.
We won't.
Where are you going?
Yeah, we'll be in Missouri. Nobody's in a
Missouri.
hurry in Missouri.
And why are you going there? Is it because you don't want to die of COVID-19?
No. Aunt Al, actually, my aunt, who, if you look at my Facebook, there's tons of pictures from Eagle Rock. It's about 45 minutes southwest of Branson. We used to go every summer. She's on a lake. She's got the four-wheelers, the golf cart. So it's just a good time. So she bought a second house. So I'm like, oh, now there's really room for us. So we're just going to go and we're going to spend the rest of the summer because she closed July 9th. So we gave them
Oh,
some time to get
excellent.
ready. I'm like, hurry up, get your shit together because I'm coming with the crew and I'm not leaving.
Are you
But
renting your
they
house?
don't.
Are you
No,
gonna
no, because of COVID. No. Fuck all that. And then no. And the best part is so down there, like they're literally in the middle of God's nowhere. So the best internet connection you can get is DSL, and it's still like you know. She's like, well, you have to plug a TV in, and hopefully you won't get buffering.
Oh,
Yeah, so we're gonna have fun trying to do. We're gonna have fun trying to do the show.
I was gonna say you're gonna pick up the slack now for Marie. You'll be the one cutting out every 2 seconds.
We're gonna have to get
if James cuts out, we're screwed.
listen, Jeffrey knows I gave Dell the benefit of the doubt every week that they fixed the
You're
problem.
an idiot.
This last time, I was like, I'm done. I can't. I'm not using it anymore. Like, it's just that bad. Like, I am like, I guess half of what you guys are saying, and it's really hard to be involved
Yeah.
in conversation with, you know, missing half of what's being said. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. Well, what are we going to talk about tonight, kids? Because we've had a lot go on in the world. We've had
Fuck the world. Do you know how much I've had go on in my house this week?
well, clearly a lot because you're not even there anymore.
Ada's birthday was yesterday. James's birthday is today. Gabe's birthday is Thursday. I'm fucking over it. Do you know how much cake? It's fine right there. Do you know how much cake is going to be in the house? I can't.
I mean,
I'm
I
like,
can
no.
see myself finishing this ultimate chocolate cake that we have
Yes,
here.
you'll finish your cake, but I mean, I don't want the kids having cake. Like, this is just madness. It's absolute batshit crazy. Oh, she's fine right there.
If you ever talk to Jeffrey in the morning, he's screaming at his kids, you don't have candy for breakfast, you have fruit. Do you
I
understand?
ain't screaming, bitch. Don't try to make it a scene. I ain't screaming shit.
No,
I'm an Italian. I'm loud.
No, not screaming, just being Jeffrey. But I appreciate that.
That's just, there's a song that says it. That's just Jeffrey.
It was written by me.
Jeffrey
And
is in
ironically, it was his
savage mode
birthday
right
song.
now.
And then we had
Yeah,
Coughlin on, who also had a Jeffrey song, and he didn't remember the
Coughlin.
lyrics.
Coughlin.
Coughlin. Isn't it Coughlin?
Coughlin, yes. It's
How do you
not
say it?
Coughlin.
Coughlin?
Even though, I don't, where's Miss Kitty? Has anybody heard from her? I don't.
No.
We were definitely trying to get Coughlin to share the quarter pick, which we're still waiting on, and he's disappointing. So if you guys watch and you want to see how many quarters, I would say go over to Coughlin Music on Facebook. It's his page name, and tell him we want to see the quarter pick.
Oh my
Katrina and I were both very disappointed by him.
I'm a little bit disappointed too. I mean, I would never expect that of anybody, but if he's made, like, you know, raised hopes, he should come through.
Oh no,
Agreed.
he totally failed because after the show, we were Katrina and him and James and I were all chatting on like the little doo-dubby thing, and he totally chickened out. Totally chickened out.
He did.
Oh,
He did.
Why is this thing sticking out like that? It's driving me nuts.
Oh,
Yeah,
speak of the
totally.
devil. Speak of the devil.
There's Ryan!
Yeah.
Hi!
Hi. We were just talking about how Ryan chickened out last week, and we were just so annoyed.
he wants
Yeah.
the quarter count. He
He
wants the
wouldn't
quarter
send the
count
quarter picture
now.
for the show.
Unacceptable. He's banned from the show until we get it.
Exactly.
Ooh.
No, I agree with Kat, because while I would never advocate for making somebody feel compelled to show their quarter picture, if he sort of promised it, he's raised hopes, he's made this expectation, and now he's not letting people. You know.
Exactly.
Oh
He
my God,
started
Luke.
it. He offered it.
Luke,
So
I
you
think
can't just offer things and not deliver. That's not how we
Exactly.
roll. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Plus, it would make me feel better because I just crashed my car. So
Oh,
that would clean
What?
up.
What happened,
I was
Kitty?
late because I crashed my car.
Oh no.
And I don't want to tell you where I crashed it because that's even more embarrassing.
Oh, don't tell us. Come on, you got to.
Okay. Well, first of all, this isn't the first time I've crashed it. This car is only 5 months old. 5 months old. In the last
Second car
5 months,
Mm.
Yeah.
Cool.
both in my driveway, in my garage.
Oh my God.
Oh, trying to pull in.
I have a tandem garage, and it's the worst piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. And it's like it's you have an inch on each side, and that's it. So the car, when I would pull in straight, I smash the whole right side. Can't see out the back. Not used to the blind spot. If I take the top down, I can see. Okay, so I was told by the neighbors, oh, you got to back in. That's the trick to parking all the way in the back of the stupid tandem. Okay, cool. I back in. Guess what I did? I hit some weird little gizmo dealy in the middle of the wall that you can't see on the camera. I just
Did you mess up the bends?
Yes, I just got it back. I've had it a week.
Damn.
So mad. I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't do the show. I'm going to bring bad energy. And I was like, no, I'll just tell them what I did so they can laugh at me. That's fine.
You're going to fit in just fine tonight because I'm telling you, I'm full of piss and vinegar.
Oh, she's been having tantrums. Yeah, she's been pissy.
I'm definitely pulling Ashley.
And
Not you, Ash.
Putting on some
you.
I was going to say.
Not you.
Just saying. So yeah, so our weekend was ruined because we didn't get our quarter pictures, and now you're telling me you crashed the fence.
Yes.
Again.
And I've only had it back for a week. Because I crashed it before. It's only 5
really
months
look both
old.
ways on those crosswalks because that bitch coming for you.
Yeah.
You've ever had Katrina pick you up at 3 a.m. from the fucking Las Vegas airport and rode with her?
Yeah. Oh, I know you're risking your life if you get in a car with me, but I tell you that straight up. It's like not a secret.
You did, but we didn't really have a choice, right? Like you picked us up from the airport, and we were like, and then the best part was we had so much luggage, and when you have a convertible, guess what? There's not a whole bunch of trunk space.
No, you just gotta take the top down, throw the shit in the back, and hope everybody fits.
Yeah, and poor the other guy that was on the flight with me. He was like, he's 6'4", he's like crammed in the back seat, and all the luggage is on top of him trying to enjoy the car ride in the convertible from Vegas. I'm in the front seat, like, oh, I'm sorry, does it suck for you? It was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear.
You drove fine. You really did.
Yeah, I could hear like real crazy feedback, like somebody's burying a body or something.
No, it's Marie
Not me.
in the background.
Yeah. She's trying to open something. I'm sorry.
This is where
Are you hiding bodies for Katrina?
she got a good picture. She's got good sound, and now her fucking kid's fucking it up.
Okay, well, you want to know why? So
I
they
hate
extended summer to the kids aren't going back to school till August 31st, so that parents have more time to decide whether they want to homeschool or send their kids to school. So now we have an extended summer for the kids.
So you're almost going back to New York.
Are they going back to school?
I don't know, but no, how we we always go back after Labor Day, which is so weird to the rest of the country. And like for us, that's how we grew up. I'm like, wait a minute, bitch, we don't go back to the Wednesday after Labor Day. Fuck off.
Yeah. Well, they were supposed to go back on the 11th, and now they're not going back till August 31st. And this was to give people more time to decide whether they wanted to risk sending their kids to school.
Well, how crazy is it there now, though, Marie? Because you're like in Florida, like right in the center of like where all this is breaking out again. Like, is it really bad now? Like everything's shut down again, I think you were saying.
No, nobody shut anything down. They are now, it's mandatory masks. When you go into places, it is in effect this week. So you cannot go into Target, Publix, or other places without a mask. So I went to Publix and forgot that it started, and I was like, oh, crap. So I ran inside, bought a box of masks, and ran back out, put it on, then went back inside. And I was like, oh, there wasn't one in my purse. But everyone, it's starting to be mandatory mask in. But honestly, people that are getting tested, everyone I know, it's negative. So
yeah. It's the same as like Victoria here now because they've had the big spike, like a huge spike actually. Everything there's like completely locked down, mandatory masks as well. And it makes me think back to when we first started doing the show. And I remember I told the story about a family member of mine who was at work wearing a mask and was criticized for it. And now look what's happening. It's actually mandated that you have to wear them. Like,
Dude,
you
and
know,
the
and-
whiny bitches, can we talk about those motherfuckers? They're like, I have asthma. I can't wear a mask.
oh, bitch, you can die from COVID a lot easier than other people.
Bitch, I've got asthma and smoke like a chimney, and guess what? I can wear a mask just fine for hours a day. You know what? Your surgeon ain't complaining about it, so fuck off. I'm so tired of this. I can't wear a mask for no, you're such a fucking lie. Such a lie.
It's
Look,
a-
I don't
it's-
like it either. And when I can get away with not wearing one, trust me, I'm not wearing it. When I go into my lawyer's office, the only reason why I got that bitch on, if there's people around, and Katie is there when I get off the elevator. Her office is like right across from the. So I swear to God, last time
You're
I didn't
scared
wear
of Katie.
there was nobody in there
That's
'cause I knew she'd fucking rat me out and be like, he ain't even have it. Cause I'm like, dude, he's my cousin. I'm going in there. You know what I mean? Like, well, it's a small office, so we're pretty close proximity.
I'm gonna tell you, I work outside. It's been 105 with the heat index.
Oh,
Fast. And I'm there sometimes for 10, 12 hours with no break, running around with a mask on. When I go home, the room is spinning for a while.
I have to wear a mask at my store my entire 8-hour shift, and I'm surrounded by ovens because we make pizzas. It's like it's hot as balls in there.
how
It's
hot!
crazy.
Oh.
I'm
Did
like
you guys
honestly,
hear?
I'm dripping with sweat.
The kids.
I love
that
your
were, like,
shirt, by the way,
dropping-
Jay.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you. If you guys would like to get one, hang on. Hold on, I have a banner. Hang on.
He's got a
Guess what,
banner.
you
Oh,
get
there you
one.
go.
You can go to thatsoundsgay.com and use promo code.
Oh, you're promoing now, bitch. I see this.
And
I
would you
got a
like to
brand deal,
hear-
bitch. Happy
Please
birthday
use
to
the
me.
promo code, guys, so he doesn't have to go to work and wear a mask or in ovens.
Yeah, so he doesn't die of heat exhaustion.
Mm.
And if
Yes,
you'd like to
Jeffrey,
switch
what
your
would we like to hear?
household To
Mhm.
all organic products, call me. Message me. I can help
Yes.
you.
Actually,
He already
Jeffrey, I
sent
want
me a
you to
message
talk about Tamar Braxton because you sort of let us all know that in our little war room.
I have been on such a kick of like Toni Braxton lately, right? Like that one, the last album she had, there's like Sex and Cigarettes.
Well, at least you got the
One of the
cigarettes
songs.
happening,
But
girl.
where's the sex, Jeffrey? Where's the
I-
sex?
This is the
I
only
always
show
swear.
that he gets away with doing
Where
that. because he
is the
happens to be
sex,
outside.
Jeffrey?
I'm so mad. Right. There's no sex. There's no sex in the champagne room. Maybe, well, Kelly's husband. I might try to get him in a little bit.
Oh my
boy.
god.
Hey, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm gonna keep it
Love you,
outside.
Andy.
Keeping my mouth.
But so Toni Braxton on her, it was I think the Pulse CD, like it has Yesterday on it. She has this one song, "Looking at You," that's totally like kind of like high energy, like Beyonce kind of single ladies kind of thing. I'm like, how is this not a hit? Why did they release it as a single? It was very upsetting. But yeah, her sister, she like last Thursday, it was the day we had the show. They were releasing their new trailer for their new show on Wii. And some other stuff, and then the reports came out that maybe she tried to kill herself, and she's been in the hospital, and now she's on a psych hold. That's the last report I read. You called me out. I never really followed it up.
Oh my.
Yeah, and she got that one. Look at Katrina, and she got that one song.
What? But I love them.
So I know I do love the Braxtons. Like, those women are all so talented. And I feel bad because she had the whole thing with the husband who was crazy, and I think he was allegedly, I could be wrong, but I think he kind of had some abusive things kind of going on in that relationship. That's why she had to bow out. She left the talk show, The Real, and then we just saw the Tamara. I think it was Tamara, right? That left The Real, and now she. I love it when they leave talk shows and they're like, I left to go focus on my family.
Oh man. Well,
No,
Tony,
bitch, no.
Tony's album Secrets was what I would listen to every day as I was driving to the set as a kid. You know you're making me high. Oh, baby.
Look at Katrina hitting the note.
Oh, girl, I reckon she was playing it when she ran into the side of a garage tonight, too. She would be like rocking out to some 30 and she just bang. Oh, shit.
I was like, oh, I'm driving like I'm high.
Katrina was singing, bumping,
Yeah,
don't mean nothing.
bumping in the walls. That's what I was doing. Bumping into the walls.
Did you see the Come On Luke
God.
show tonight?
The what?
No, there's none tonight. Today.
Oh, what's on your pocket?
Where?
Oh, yeah, because USA time.
That's a
Looks
fancy
like a little
emblem.
semen.
It's called fashion, Jeffrey.
Looks like
Yeah,
semen.
but it says. Actually,
I
we
don't
shouldn't really
trust
be
Luke.
promoting brands, should we? I'll just hold
Not
on.
if we're not
I
getting
just
paid.
did.
Oh, I'll get my shirt off.
We better be
No,
getting
wait.
paid. So, like, if you would like to change your house over to all organic products, message us. I can help you. I'll send you to Nicole Remy, Leah Remy's sister. So if you'd like to get to have a little seminar with her and chat with her, message us and we'll teach you all about how you can switch your house over to all organic products.
Mhm.
Yeah,
they
fuck
can email
that. I'd
Email
rather
us
be.
at
I don't know.
nonsenseofradio@gmail.com.
I'd be deliberately having car accidents then too. If that was...
Well, Luke, you can't. I
Well,
mean,
mine
you
wasn't
drive
deliberate
here.
though. Mine was accidental. I just am terrible at driving, even into my own damn house.
There's only one time that I would have gotten to a purposeful car accident was when I tried to run my grandfather over. Well, Marie's
Oh
right
my
on it, too.
Gosh. Hey, we can't. No, allegedly. Allegedly.
No, he
No.
lived until he shot my grandmother and shot himself in the head. So
Oh,
it's fine.
God.
Like, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
This
God.
isn't
I
an
shouldn't have ran
alleged
him
story.
over.
This actually happened, so I'm not putting the disclaimer up.
Your grandfather
It's
shot
true.
himself. Mine did too.
Yeah.
What's
Remember
up with
the
the old
singer?
people being crazy?
You were at the wedding, which was the anniversary last weekend of my unanniversary. Katrina
Yeah.
was one of my bridesmaids.
He
and
put me
my
in the
grandmother-
ugliest dress ever.
Oh,
He was not
no,
a Jeffrey.
that
You're not a
was
real
Joyce.
friend. You're not a real
That was
friend. You're
Joyce.
wrong. You're so
I
wrong.
think
You look like a turquoise ass mermaid.
I think I need to take a picture of that dress and post it on the Facebook page
Mm-hmm.
because he still has the dresses.
But I wore
Oh
it
yeah,
though.
I have.
But I wore
have
it. That's
Katrina's
love.
dress.
That's
You were a
love. I wore it,
trooper,
though.
Katrina. You
Your
took one
dress
for the
is
team.
hanging in my
Yeah.
closet.
I let my people pick their dresses. They just had to be black. My wedding was
Oh, see, that's
I did a
not.
black and
Well,
white wedding.
that's- we
And everyone
had to
who
do-
came to my wedding had to wear black and white. That was the rule.
That's cool.
That's why I didn't come. But fuck her because she didn't come to mine either.
Well,
Hey, I'm like in Florida. You act like I'm like around the corner. Obviously, I would have been there. Listen, the
I
rumor.
would have been there. Oh wait, no, wait, I didn't get invited.
Every what
to
color
Marie's. Never
dress were
mind.
you supposed to wear to your wedding? Was the rumor in
No,
the family?
I wanted we were all wearing like shorts and like a white, I wanted it like a beachy theme. So like the shorts and like the white shirt,
In
the
New
white
York.
button downs,
in
right?
New York.
And because like we didn't go to a beach. So I'm like, I didn't want anybody to be dressed up. I didn't want anything to be formal. I wanted to be very casual, and like all the centerpieces were the sand that I maybe not have borrowed from Destin with the seashells. No, it was Siesta Key. Sorry, Siesta Key. And so there was this whole big to do, which if you go, maybe that show will be uploaded soon. There was a huge brawl with my ex's family. And Karen
I
Ashley got
remember
called.
that.
that was
She
so
got
amazing.
juicy.
I
That
will-
I
was
love
juicy.
that. That was Jerry
I-
Springer shit. We need more of
I
that.
didn't do shit. I didn't say shit. Karen and Katrina were going off because what happened was one of Joe's bridesmaids was too fat to get the dress or something. Because I wanted just like maxi dresses, like sundresses, like something sweet and easy, like $25, something simple that looked like they'd wear it on the beach, right?
You're like, you're not getting any wedding cake tonight, bitch. Like,
and I don't know. She might have not been too fat. I don't even remember which one it was at this point. But there was something where the dress wasn't gonna. I don't know. And we'd already changed it like twice. So then finally, Joy stepped in because it wasn't Bridezilla, it was Momzilla, who wanted to control the fucking wedding and everything. So she picked these, and I just at that point I didn't care anymore because I was done fighting. And she picked like bridesmaid dresses that were like turquoise.
Yeah.
To class.
I'm sure we have a picture because there's pictures of me and Katrina, and her in those dresses all over Facebook.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we'll run that one.
right.
We'll repost it on the Facebook wall today, like after the show.
Oh, thanks,
gonna
guys.
post that.
Thanks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Appreciate
I
that.
think there's a picture of us doing the
It's
ice
like
cream. Yeah.
this ain't the
Yeah,
only
but-
accident Katrina had today. Just bang.
Damn it.
That dress was horrible.
Oh
And it
my
came
god.
from like
Mhm.
Wish.com or something, so it came from China. Everybody's was too
Ew.
small.
It was
Probably had
so
early
bad.
COVID on it. No, I'm just kidding. I do not believe that. I'm not Trump. I'm kidding.
I'll
It's a
send you a
bad
picture
joke,
of that.
not
Please.
appropriate.
I will take a picture of it at the house and send it to you.
Jeffrey, are you
So,
having an
okay.
alcoholic beverage?
Yeah, Miss Kelly made me
Ooh, a
it's like
mimosa.
vodka.
What?
some kind of seltzer. Katrina, you'd be proud because you know I fucking
Oh.
hate seltzer water.
I like that.
She
I
did
love
with
seltzer,
seltzer
too.
water. The
I love
first
them
one I
white
had was
clouds.
mango and lime, and then this one is
You and
Tito's
like
and cherry,
And cherry. I heard cherry.
cherry or cranberry, and then I think she put some fresh raspberries from the garden in there.
Oh shit,
It
that's
is-
like
Fancy.
that's like a hardcore healthy alcoholic drink.
Yes. So tomorrow.
So
when I
you're
wake up with
juicing. You
swollen
took
ankles-
Jess's advice. You're doing some juicing.
You said when I wake up with swollen ankles.
Oh, I can't. Yeah.
The sidekick. Yeah, what you
I
like.
listen.
You know, you should drink
she's
a
talking
juice
about
every day.
juicing, and I'm like, that's not juicing, bitch. I'm like, juicing is going and spending $150 on that fucking juicer. What the hell was it?
That's not juicing. When I juice somebody, let me tell you, it doesn't
I-
cost
we
me
call like
anything.
Oh.
oh boy.
Okay. Take his alcohol away. He's cut off. He's done.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah.
Katrina and I have been doing that the last like
I'm a
4
little
shows.
tipsy.
We have found a reason to do like because we
Bit
talk about
tipsy.
you,
Yeah,
Marie,
it's our move.
and how you got the cum shot to the eye, and you should have been like,
Except
Welcome.
Jeffrey
Everybody-
leaves his eyes open. You're not supposed to leave your eyes open, Jeffrey.
oh,
I guess that's one of our disclaimers too. Hey, is that
I'm too
you've
bad.
got to do this, right, Kat?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yes, exactly.
Look,
Bah.
you know,
That's it.
See what you get for telling your crazy cousin a secret? That's what happened.
Yeah, it ain't a secret no more, girl. That
No,
show
not
has
at
been the
all.
most viewed show
Hold
of
it
all of
on
us.
air.
And wasn't it like something about pig pie or something's the title?
Oh, dude. Because I thought that I was having an allergic reaction. I was like, why is my eye so jacked up? Has this happened before? Like, what did you
Oh, my
eat?
God.
What was on you? Like, my eye got like swollen shut and so red. I had to put a bunch of allergy drops in it and it cleared it up. It was terrible. Terrible. I was like, I will kill you if you do that again. It was
Well,
awful.
that's how like our most syndicate. Would you say it's syndicated? Being shared a lot anyway. And yeah, you want to
Syndicated? I'd like to know who's
Syndic-
getting the fucking check. Okay? Like, who's syndicated? Because let me tell you what. I wouldn't be in the 2010 Honda Accord still. But in fairness, it was a great deal. I got it from Kelly. And the thing is I was tired of car payments because I was now a single dad of 3, and I was like, why am I spending who am I trying to impress with these cars? Because we bought brand new cars for fuck it, get rid of it. And thank God, the kid's biological mom totaled the car, so I got out of the car payments and made a shit ton of money. Thanks, Case.
Oh my God.
All right.
You're so
Even though I ended up paying the car loan the entire time she had it because she never did.
Well,
So
duh.
I bought a car that was paid off, so I didn't have a car payment. But that bitch never paid the payment, so I still had a car payment. There's
I was gonna say, see what
headphones.
happens when you're nice, Jeffrey. Then I thought, no, but Jeffrey's not really nice. So-
I'm not. No, I'm really no. If you can do something for me,
You're generous. There you go.
he was sweet about my situation last night. It was my first birthday without my dad calling
But
me.
he wasn't with the cum shot in the eye, though, Marie. So
He
you
wasn't.
know,
True.
there's a
wasn't.
devil on one shoulder, girl.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
No, but he has his moment. I'm being
You
stupid.
just ruined it. She was telling a very like
Oh, yeah, sorry.
about her dad. Like that's her first birthday. Because so it's really weird because she's a twin, right? So their birthday's on Aiden's birthday, and then her sister Cherie, her youngest, has the same birthday as Tyler, and Tyler and him. I'm like, okay, well, obviously, maybe your dad was the one. Maybe your dad's like, maybe one of my kids is actually your brother.
Whatever. You're crazy. No,
It happened, but yeah,
it was hard to realize I wasn't going to get the phone call to tell me happy birthday, and he loves me, and so it's my first birthday without him. So that was sad. I cried a bit, and I texted Jeffrey. I was like, I'm sitting here crying because he's not going to call me and ask me what did I get and what did they make for me and was everyone good to me. So that was hard. That was hard for sure.
But I took my new vitamin pack from this fabulous place, and it knocked me out because I have an AM pack and a PM pack of vitamins, and these vitamins are fantastical.
Well, they sound like they're actually narcotics and not vitamins.
No, they're not. They're real organic vitamins, but they knock me. You take.
Then why are you knocking me out?
Makes me sleepy.
What's that, like NyQuil?
No, it doesn't like knock me out, bitch. But it puts me to sleep. So I felt when I woke up this morning at 5 because I went to bed so early. I saw her text and I felt so bad that I'm like, oh, I should have called her and been like, yo, Marie, how was your birthday? What you get? You get some money, man? Your man give you some money? Marie, how was it, yo? Did you get some good dick? How you been?
No, you just say that. Not
too far, Jeffrey.
Yeah, not to me.
Add my flair to it.
Yes, your flair. No, not to me. He just always wanted to make sure I was taken care of on my birthday, and he always never missed calling me for my birthday. Birthdays were big for him. So yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Lenny was a crazy son of a bitch, but he always showed up for every one of he's the only family member I had. Didn't miss the kids' birthdays, didn't miss my birthday. Like, his back was on whatever he'd call Christmas. And that poor bastard didn't have a pot to piss in it. He always make sure you got it with at least one gift.
Jeffrey, what did we get? Calculators from the dollar store? Wasn't that?
Dude, yeah, and it was just like maybe two, not this past Christmas, the Christmas before, the kids got DVDs of like that one movie with Amanda Bynes where she's like the soccer player.
She's the man.
It was just like, and it was like in this weird like bubble case. Like I don't even know where it must have been, like from the dollar store or something. Like he showed up one year, he gave me a flashlight. I got a screwdriver once. I was like, Uncle Lenny, bitch, I don't need that shit. I have straight men to come fix my stuff. What I could use though. And then I was actually, while we were talking about that, Marie, today about you missing your dad, I looked up and on the back shelf of my back porch where I go to do my bad habit, I looked up and there's the bag with all the gay porn that was what I got when he died. All the gay porn and video. So if anybody would like some gay porn, message us on the show.
Oh my God.
Oh, wait. What year was it from? What year? Like,
Yeah.
is it like old? Is it like new?
Recent.
Like,
I don't think it was.
Well, within the last 15 years.
If it was that new, bitch, I would have found a DVD player in my house and tried it out. None of it looked impressive to me. Like, and every time he came over and I had a gay friend over, all of a sudden he'd be like, "Yo, I'll be right back," and then he'd come in and there was that fucking bag with the gay porn, and he would try to sell it to everybody. I'm like, Vinny,
sell it.
I'm like,
he would sell it. What?
Yes, because he would go to estate sales and pick all this shit up and then try.
Oh yeah, because he used to be their security guards, didn't he? So he'd get given all of these.
Oh no, yeah, when he was doing porn, but the gay porn, I think he just picked up real cheap. But he used to show up like we used to hide the blind. We'd pull the blinds down and lay on the floor when he'd pull up because you'd see like he'd have boxes all stacked in the back seat of his car, and you were like, "Fuck, what is he got?" He'd be like, "Yo, Jeffrey," and like 4 hours later, because you couldn't get rid of him. He would you'd have to go out to his car and he'd have these boxes of shit that he picked up at estate sales, and he's like, "Look at this plate, it's Art Deco, man, it's Art Deco, Jeffrey. We're gonna be worth big bucks." I'm like, "Yo, Lenny, they got that at the dollar store, motherfucker. It says made in China on the back." No,
Jeffrey. I remember he used to make us Google everything. He'd find stuff in
Yeah.
his cells. He's like, Google this, Google that. I'm like, and then he's like the Google doctor. So he tried to diagnose Google. So
Yeah,
he's like,
it-
Google
it-
this, Google
Wasn't
that.
he?
When Cash was running real tight, he comes over. He's like, "Listen, I got the fix. I got it all up in the attic, man. I got it. I got some paintings. They're from a museum. They're worth tons of money. They're from the 1800s, man. We're gonna sell. Look it up right now online. See if you can find this artist." I'm like, I loved, like he was just that dude. Like I knew his shit was worth shit, but he was trying, man. He was like, "If I can help you, dude." He's like, "Look, you need to raise $30,000. I'll get you 30. I got stuff, man. I got pictures."
Actually, speaking of porn stars, guess who got back to me? Remember when we did the sex worker show?
Tracy Lord.
No, Sunny Lane just randomly sent me a video. It's her contribution to our show.
What
She's
kind
like-
of video?
Oh, she's shaking her boobies in it a bit because she's like, and she's just like chatting to us as Uncensored Radio because she was meant to contribute on the sex worker show and she didn't do it the first time. She was just like this
Luke
the whole
fucking
video.
paid her. Luke paid this.
I
twat.
paid her.
He paid her, and she sent a video of her just like, okay, that's all she.
Anyway, she's come good now because she sent me a video where she's actually like engaging with us, and it's like 6 months later, like randomly I just got this email. It's like Sunny Lane, blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh okay, I'll have a look, and then yeah, she's like just shaking her boobs for most of it.
James, can you call
She's
Kelly's
like,
phone? I'm so sorry. I just
Huh?
Sunny.
Can I call Kelly's
Fuck.
phone?
Yeah, she can't find it. She lost it. She's been trying to watch the show because she's.
All right, wait. No, we need to make this a special now. We need to
Oh,
find
no, but
Kelly's
let's-
phone.
Let's go.
Reporting live.
Look at she came out. She was sitting next to me. Oh wait, I can show you guys. I'm not used to the. So she's got her chair all set up. The ashtray, you see it for me, and had her headphones, had her phone with her, and then the next thing I know, the phone's gone, and there's just the headphones. She don't know where the phone is.
Oh shit, is Kelly missing too?
No, well, she just went to go search for the phone because she can only hear me. So she's like, "What is going on this show?" And I'm like, calling some porn star twat, But did you guys see talking of porn? Luke, you segue to beauty. The Tracy Lords. There's like this new podcast from these two chicks. But I feel like they're kind of bashing Tracy because Tracy was like the unsolved mystery of like porn in the 80s. She was pretty big, but all of her porn videos, she went to the porn agencies with a fake ID and like a fake birth certificate, and all of her videos ended up being blocked except for one because she was underage. She was 15 when she started. And
because
then
Tracy though had a big mainstream career after that.
Well,
Right.
yeah,
Wasn't
that?
she on
Yeah.
Melrose
She was
Place?
Yes.
on
That's
Roseanne.
why I fell in love with her. And she was in Crybaby.
Yeah.
But it was Melrose Place because she was Jane's sister, Josie Bissett, who's been on the show. Her
Mhm.
interview's up. She got her sister into like a sex cult on Melrose Place. I was like, well, that's not.
It was
right. I don't
life
know what it-
imitating art.
Yes, and
imitating
then she
life.
hosted the E special about Melrose Place, talking about the 7 deadly sins of Melrose Place, and it was Tracy Lords hosting it. So I'm
Oh, girl.
I didn't know she did porn until I was way.
I
older,
loved
but-
her she's in Serial Mom. Actually, have you ever seen that film with Kathleen Turner, where Kathleen Turner's like a housewife who plays like she's
No.
also a serial killer? It's fucking hilarious. It's a John Waters film.
Kathleen Turner,
But
the one
Tracy
with the
Lords
deep
is in it,
voice?
and like, yes, and like this guy gets
That's like
murdered. So like
Chandler's
Tracy Lords is
dad?
screaming because her boyfriend's dead there. Like while the police are like taking the body out, then she's like flicking her hair and looking at the police officers, like taking him away. It's hilarious. You've got to watch it, guys.
Tracy Lords has one porn video, and I guess when she got them to release it, somehow she
Just
got all
one?
the rights to it. Well, no,
Oh.
because it's the only one you can see because the rest of them were from when she was underage. So it would make
Wow,
them illegal
genius.
to watch, right? Because So
Child.
the only one that's
I
released,
wonder,
she
did those
managed to
people
give
get
the rights.
charged for having
No,
her in
because
there?
She
She deceived them.
I don't know the whole story. You'd have to turn into the podcast. But Tracy Lords, when the podcast is coming out, and it's like a 11-part series with these women. Tracy kind of posted some shit on the interweb about like haters gonna hate kind of thing, and I was like, oh girl, I know that's right. And I'm just like, why do they gotta knock her down? Like, so she wouldn't use the fake IG to go do what she had to do, and she made a career out
was
of
a
it.
kid,
Like,
man.
sorry
Like,
they
you
didn't
know.
like do their homework.
Wait,
Yeah.
here's my
This just
question.
in, guys. When you're a teenager, your insight's not that well. You don't really know what you're doing. So if she was, I guess she was smart enough to actually. She had that. What would you say?
And we are not
Like,
encouraging teenagers to go into a life of porn. That's
no,
not what we're
but you know, she
saying.
did it at a time when you probably could get away with it because now there's
Well,
just
they-
so
she
many
did.
texts and yeah,
She did.
like she,
I think Ash is trying to say something, but we're like, you guys are talking over.
You and I have like a shitload of brothers here, but there's a difference between haters gonna hate and unwittingly tricking people into creating child porn and fucking a child.
Yeah.
Well, and I think her version of the story is that she really did still get taken advantage of and kind of get sucked into it, which I'm sure is true. You who the hell's going to side with the porn king people? Even if she did have a fake IG, you're going to tell me that they didn't supply it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I don't know because I really didn't read it. I don't know the history to this. I just know that that's what the case was. That supposedly, allegedly, she and I love her. I want to have her on the show. I want to talk about it. I want to get her side of the story because she wrote a memoir, and I'm on Tracy's side. So
oh,
Tracy Lord.
so
forever.
Jeff's team Tracy.
So wait, is this the super hot blonde crazy person from The Hand That Rocks the Cradle? Am I thinking of the right person? here?
No, that's oh gosh, that's Rebecca De Mornay, isn't it?
Yeah.
She
I have no
didn't do porn. Becky didn't do porn. Or did
She
she? I don't know. No. So Tracy Lords is like you'd know as soon as you see her, you'll know the face because she has quite a
Just look
like a
up
very
Crybaby.
European. Yeah, like you'll know her if you saw her. You'd be
Wait,
like, oh,
Did
yeah,
James,
that's familiar.
James, just have James put up a picture. Can James?
This is her.
Oh wait. It's
I'm
him.
not working
I don't
with
know.
the. I'm not working with the typical
Oh.
setup
Oh,
today.
okay.
So
That's her.
There
Can
you
you
go.
see? Can you see? Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
wasn't
feel
she
like
on
if you-
Roseanne?
I don't remember.
She was on Roseanne. Yeah. She worked
Yeah.
at the diner for a while in
Which,
the
yeah,
show.
by the
she's
way,
free.
if you're watching and you're fans of Roseanne, make sure you check out our past episodes because Michael Fishman, who played DJ Connor, he was on the show. He was the co-host. So some of our old episodes are up there right now. Also, you can go over and see Roseanne's biological son, Jake Pentland, from Roseanne Nuts. His show, he did it on our channel. I'm on a bunch of them. This other asshole that used to do the shows on there, James is on there. We just dropped the episode, so we're releasing it in chronological order. So Roseanne calls in and cusses him out all the time. She told me I was an idiot one time. But he just did the interview that just dropped with Sandra. Actually, I think she called me Tweedledee or Tweedledum. I don't know. There was like 3 names in there that went up.
I remember
It's in,
that.
like, the
Yeah,
first
she was
3
on
episodes.
fire.
Yeah. And she did it a couple times where Jake would be like, Jeffrey, is Mother here? And he always calls her Mother.
Mother.
Ooh,
Mother.
yeah.
Was this
So-
another call?
His episode, we just put it up, it released Friday, was with Sandra Bernhardt, who was also working at the Lunchbox with Roseanne. And it was an interesting conversation. And since everything happened with Roseanne, Sandra and her are not
Talking.
getting along because Sandra was one of those people that kind of condemned Roseanne, but then you go watch Sandra's specials and she's dropping the N-word. So I don't, like.
Are you saying there's some hypocrisy there?
I'd say
yeah.
more than some.
Definitely
A
more
lot,
than
yeah.
some.
It was,
I-
and I think that was kind of the biggest thing for Roseanne and her family was that the people that were closest to them who really shouldn't be throwing stones in glass houses.
Yeah, well, exactly. It's kind of a betrayal too. Like, yeah, speak out because that was such a huge thing. We know the tweet gate, what we call it. And when she was on Ambien, was that what it was? Like it was a huge thing, and then, like at the time, of course, they were going to be approaching these people to comment. But if it were me, and I'm not
They didn't
Sandra,
have
but
to
if it
be
were me, I
approached.
wouldn't say nothing. I would just say, look, you know what?
people were just
let it play
saying
out. Like,
what they had to say. And granted, what she said, you know,
oh, it
was
was fucked up.
not.
Was she on
Yeah.
Ambien? Was she on Ambien at the time?
That's what.
Let me tell
You know
you.
what I mean? Like, I'm
No.
friendly. You know what I mean? I wouldn't call Jake and I like close friends, but we still talk. You know what I mean? Like, we were talking when all this happened, and you know, I just know through them and stuff. Like, you know, we went and filmed our reality show at Roseanne Studio with Jake. And I know Karen did not feel this way. She was very upset about it, and rightfully so. That at the time, you know, I thought about all the times Roseanne championed for everybody's rights, for women's rights, for gay rights, for Black people's rights, and how she went after George Zimmerman after Trayvon Martin.
And one tweet, I'm done
And
it all.
two, like, do you take a comic's tweets as comedy? Where you, and this was my thing with ABC, and I got attacked on Twitter because I put something about the hypocrisy of ABC, where a woman gets fired but a man gets to keep his job. Where Jimmy Kimmel did blackface in a sketch comedy, and they're like, well, it was comedy. Well, okay, but you have a comic tweeting. Was that comedy too? Where do we draw the line?
Well, and I don't know if you've ever been around someone who does Ambien, but my husband for a little bit did Ambien, and it was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I would come home, and he would be naked making cream of wheat.
Oh,
Remember? And
And I didn't get a picture.
he would
I like this story.
go get donuts with no clothes on and like try to drive himself while he was asleep, like on Ambien, but awake at the same time. And I'm like, dude, like, you cannot drive your car. Like, you just took Ambien. You have no clothes on. So I put some and I to get donuts. He started singing to me, rapping about donuts and how can he get some donuts so he could blow up and something. And I'm like recording him because he was saying the craziest. And he didn't remember any of it the next day. He'd wake up and he's like, why am I all sticky? Like, what's all over me?
Oh. And you're like, what's happening to my eye?
Jeffrey's house guests wake up with the same question.
Yeah, why what's all this white stuff all over me, the sticky stuff, you know? But yeah, no, he seriously would rap about eating Krispy Kreme donuts, and he would like say all this crazy stuff, and he'd be sleeping, and I would be watching TV, and he'd get close to me and be like, hi, how are you doing? Hi. I'm like, dude, you are creeping me the fuck out, please.
So it really does mess you up. Like
I don't know.
We don't have it here, obviously. But
Angel just posted a thing on her personal Facebook page about her husband can't take Ambien no more because he was like beating her up while he was sleeping, doing all kinds of crazy shit to her. And she's like, oh no, he's cut off the Ambien. And even when I was like 16, they gave me Ambien because they said I couldn't sleep. And my mother used to like have it under lock and key. And the thing was, because she found a bunch missing, and come to find out my father was yoking them.
no.
Just like I got accused of crashing her Oldsmobile Custom Cruiser
Scandalous.
station fucking wagon. And he, come to find out years later, while he was all high one night, told me that he whacked into a sign by the mail place, you know, where they take your mails, and took out a freaking sign. And I got blamed for it for like a decade.
Well, I heard stories of people like waking up under their cars completely naked, and they had driven somewhere and have no idea where.
Why the fuck is
I'd
that
like to get to know
medication
them.
still being?
I'm telling you.
Why is that still being like distributed though? Like,
Because for some people it's fine. You don't have a reaction. Like I take it when I fly to Europe. I'll take one to help adjust to the time change, and
so I imagine like
I don't
because,
have
like,
any side effects like that. But my
No, I
It's a
girlfriend,
sleeper. It's
but
just
my
a sleeper.
girlfriend went to Paris with her sugar daddy, and she told me
Oh, tell
that
us more.
she would encourage him to take the Ambien, so she didn't have to, you know. And one night he took the Ambien. He took the Ambien and he got all weird, and he was all naked but with a robe on, and ordered sardines from room service. Just-
What the
just-
fuck?
Just sardines.
You know you fucked up
And-
if you're ordering sardines.
Yeah. And he wakes up in the morning and he's like, wait, I did what? And she's like, oh, yeah. You did this, you did this, you did this. You called, you sang to people on different floors. You ate sardines. He's like, I don't even like sardines. And she goes, well, you like them now. Ew, you're disgusting me.
Did she get some Louboutin?
Ew. I don't know, but it was the best story for me.
Speaking of sugar daddies,
Yes, I'm trying to
Hot
remember
Katrina.
the rap. He used to rap about I think it was I want some Krispy Kreme donuts so I can go nuts and blow up. I think that's what he was singing to me while he was on Ambien, but he was
because
sleeping.
he liked the glaze.
You need to get them lyrics, Marie, and James will produce a track. We'll do it.
100%.
But the thing is
Get
Luke,
them lyrics. Put him
you have
on
to
some
understand-
Ambien. It'll write itself.
But they're
Just get him back on the Ambien.
But they're asleep in their minds. Like they don't realize that they're awake, and that's the problem. And they're up and functioning and walking and talking and saying things. And my husband's a person who talks in his sleep all the time, anyways. So maybe
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So do you think though then that Roseanne obviously didn't think through what she had posted? Like,
could have
the
been
Ambien
wrong.
really did play a part.
I
in fact,
think-
she did something fucked up.
Yes, I had to take his phone away from him because he was sending people messages and calling people in the middle of the night, and people are like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Were you drunk or something? Why were you texting me at 2 a.m.? And he goes, what are you talking about? I didn't text you. You don't, and I'm telling you, like, he did not remember any of it. It is,
Wow.
he really didn't remember the next day. Like, and I'm
Why?
like,
Look at that. Somebody gave us a mad face on the comments for the show. Somebody did a mad face. I wonder if that's to me. Listen,
Varane,
No, it's probably they think
God.
that I'm like advocating for Roseanne.
oh,
no,
it's,
I'm not.
it's
Here's the thing, I'm
Varane
not-
Begot, Luke's biggest fan in the chat room,
Hi,
is the one that
Varane.
gave us the angry face.
Well,
Oh.
here's the thing. I am not defending Roseanne because a lot of people say, like, well, what came out when she was high on Ambien was what she really felt.
It's
I'm not
Because he
Roseanne.
loves donuts.
I don't
I think
know
she just
her.
didn't like that woman. Like, she obviously didn't like what
No, she
I forget
didn't.
who she
And
was. She's like a
Roseanne was
politician,
very
right over there.
pro-Trump, and the only
Yeah.
reason why she was pro-Trump was because he was not a part of the political system. That's why Roseanne ran because she
Yeah.
felt like we needed to have somebody that wasn't a part of the political system.
That didn't need the system either, because he didn't need it. That's why I think she was such an
well,
advocate.
and look at now our 4-year experiment with a fucking reality show host has gotten us to where? Nowhere. For him blaming everybody, he's saying all kinds of crazy racist shit on a daily basis, and he's allowed to do it, and people still defend him, and it just is mind-boggling to me.
but you have
Because, like, I don't know if people remember, like, Roseanne actually ran. She went for the Greens Party, didn't she? Like, she ran for president.
Yeah, I have the
Back.
coffee cup that I stole from her studio that says Roseanne Barr 2012.
You stole from Roseanne. Scam.
Well, I didn't really steal it. Jake gave it to me, right, Katrina? That was how it went. Like, if you look, so if you go and scroll down through our videos on this page, you can see our trailer from our reality show.
Well, hey
And
there,
there's
little
the
cats
spot
and kids.
where Katrina and I are getting cussed out by Karen Ashley from the Power Rangers, and it's like right outside of Roseanne's studio. And, it wasn't good. And then we did like a whole mock talk show with Jake.
Can we
and-
repost that video? Can we repost it?
No,
Like
no,
Karen's.
no. But
Please.
if people want to go look for it, if they
So we're
can
going to find
it, they can see it.
the bridesmaid dress, and then we're also going to repost Karen cussing
Lord.
you guys out.
She sent me a
I'll do
picture.
it. I'll
She
do
sent
it.
me a picture that I'm going to post on the YouTube, the Facebook page. I'm tipsy. I'm
Who
sorry.
sent you
I
a
can't
picture?
I
Are you
sent
a
it.
piddly girl?
What? Do you have a picture of you in that? Oh, that hot one you sent when you first got it.
No, I sent the ugly one of me and you hugging.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it
you
looks
look
like a-
beautiful. And look how little you are, Jen.
I look like I have a mullet.
No, it's because
Mm.
Katrina was wrapped in me. We did it purposely. so
You
I
were
could
like
get
in her
Connie Wilson.
titties. Her
Yeah, I
titties
was-
was like.
Look at when you have spent your life being like Kirstie Alley and Ricky Lake, and people never know what size you're going to be. you'll learn to do the Carney Wilson, right? You put shit in front of you. You put Katrina on you to cover your body, like, and then
But you
there's
look
more than one.
skinny. You worked.
did look
it's
skinny.
because you're covering up like a quarter of my body. So look, because if you see the wedding photos, I looked like a fucking hungry hippo, and I had that pink shirt on. It was just underneath. It wasn't cute. It wasn't cute. Like, listen, the wedding photos, I hated them so much. I never got them printed out. Nothing. I never. They sat like the promos or whatever you get from the photographer.
Mhm.
They were like in a shoebox, and we never did anything with them. Like, everybody gave us all these like photo albums. It's Jeffrey and Joe, and like the date of the wedding. Yeah, no. When our marriage ended, I like sent that shit over to his mother's house. The only thing I kept from the wedding was Katrina's dress. So it's like, well, he ain't getting that because the bitch on eBay. No.
Oh, you're
'cause
gonna
I'm
sell
like,
it on eBay? You said you.
no,
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna sell it on eBay. I'm
no, because I knew if I did, it would have been just like she got us these beautiful, Swarovski crystal wine glasses.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And magically, when I went looking for them, those are gone too.
Oh,
Scandal.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, and when I looked, because I was like, oh, I think I want to get 2 more to make a, set of 4. And I found out what the price was, and I almost shit my pants. I was like, what are you doing? Give me one glass. And then my friend Shannon be drinking out of it. I was like, bitch, that one glass costs more than your car.
But they're
And she's like-
bedazzled and they're fabulous and they're very
They
you,
had
Jeffrey.
crystals on. Yes. And I don't know if Lord Voldemort has them
Oh,
or where. But those magically
he
disappear.
who shan't be
But,
named.
somebody else could have stolen them because
It was possibly
Joe
watching.
did swear that he does not have those wine glasses, and I don't know.
We're gonna find them. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back out there and we're gonna hunt them down.
We have to come out
Yeah,
back
'cause,
because
like,
we have to film new projects.
Just make sure she don't fucking
Oh,
drive.
excuse me.
She'll be-
She never drives.
Yeah,
when she's
no.
here because we're always drinking. None of us drive. We have a driver.
Yeah, I crashed sober, by the way.
Well, she crashed in sober, so
Sober.
oh, James is raising his hand. Are you the driver, James?
I have a feeling that would be me. Like, this is a one. Like, this is like a very. Hold on.
How'd that go?
I'm a little tipsy. Hang on.
Get your shit together. Get it
I'm usually the
together.
sober one. But however, today is my birthday.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
little
Oh, she
Yeah.
flirt.
I
She
got
a-
flirt too. Oh,
I'm such a freaking lightweight that I've had 2 of these and I'm like almost gone. So yeah.
Wow.
You can hear it.
Hey.
Oh,
Okay. Well, it's 10 o'clock. We gotta go because
It's
we
his
still haven't done James's birthday cake.
Oh,
yeah,
get
no,
to
but
it.
wait, no, we've still got 2 minutes left of the show. Actually, can we run the Power Ranger promo, James, or is that too hard?
I
So we've got the
don't
girls from Power
have-
Rangers coming
I
on.
don't-
He doesn't
I
have
don't
it.
have
We're
that.
not.
It's
Yeah,
on
we're not
Facebook.
on-
we're not on our setup. We're using a completely different setup today.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
looking at you from here.
So you can't even get on Facebook. Oh,
This
girl,
fucking
come
bitch.
on.
You know what? God forbid the Aussie actually did some work.
oh.
Oh.
No, just like he does a lot. I'm just playing. He made the
But no,
video. But
okay,
you can go watch it on
Jeff,
YouTube.
can you plug the Power Ranger girls? They're coming. Catherine and
They,
Nakia.
Catherine Sutherland and Kia Baris, they're going to be on August 6th with us. We're going to be talking about their new projects. I'm going to catch up with them because I haven't, well, we've been catching up a lot through text, but so we're going to talk to them about their new projects, talk about some Power Rangers shit if anybody likes Power Rangers, and
I
all their
do.
new fantastical projects.
Kitty,
And
should we come
Nakia-
on in spandex? I'll wear spandex if you wear spandex for that episode.
Luke's gonna cosplay.
I could get down
My
with that.
favorite
boy.
part of our reality show is Katrina was doing her confessional and she's like, Power Ranger manicure, what? It's really good.
Yeah, well, it worked. Guess what? Those nails got me where I needed to be.
Oh boy.
I don't know who
Oh.
Blaine Stanley is, but he said, you're cracking me up, Tiny. He must be talking to Katrina or Maria, because it ain't
That's
sure
me.
fucking
Blaine. He said something. I think he's one of Katrina's big fans because he said something to her last week too.
He's the biggest. Duh.
Yeah.
How many quarters,
Well, make
Blaine?
sure you go and subscribe to Uncensored on YouTube, Blaine, and tell all your friends and hold them down until they subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Because, Katrina and I, we need expensive shit. And so we need more subscribers.
Yeah, and Jeff needs to find his glasses as well. Like, what the fuck?
Mhm.
And I need Ambi trying to gangster rap naked about donuts. So
Yes.
Exactly. And we need to get that track laid. Like, you need to get him back on Ambi and Marie. We're going to get the lyrics.
Look,
And
I
we're
told
gonna
you.
lay that
look,
shit.
So crazy.
I was going through my
crazy.
Facebook page. I was like, yo, who's this gay guy? Like, and I didn't realize it was Marie's husband. So he's not. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'd like to see his ass. I bet you could bounce a quarter off it. So, Marie.
Oh no, he's got a nice butt. He's Spanish. He's got a real nice butt.
Yeah, you know what, Marie? You've never sent me a naked photo. I'm very upset with you.
Uh,
No, I don't do that. I can't.
Lying
I
bitch.
do. I do.
Yes, you do. Well, like
Katrina's
what?
like-
Like what? Katrina and I are always sending photos back and forth. Like, look at this one. Oh my God, Katrina, look what I did last night.
And I say, what are those?
Oh boy! Thank you guys, everyone in the chat room, for all your birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so
Yeah.
much.
And happy birthday, James.
Happy
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you.
Dancy!
Yay.
All right, we'll be
30,
back on
32.
Thursday, bitches. Make sure you check in at 9 p.m. Come see us. We'll be there.
Oh, you can find that video.
Yes.
Yes.
Good night,
It
everybody.
never gets.
Good night.